Alright, I'm going to do another little morning rambles part 2 here. Alright, so I was talking about going and getting books this morning, going to the library and shit like that. I'm going to explain to you why I decided to go to the library instead of just reading all this shit on my phone, because I could just as easily get it off the internet as I can out of the library. Alright, so the reason, alright, and y'all think, oh, read a book. You know, I read a lot more stuff on my phone than y'all even fucking know. So we'll just start with that. Okay? But yesterday, I was doing some reading on ancient Sumerians, and specifically, I was looking into the Anunnaki. And if you even, know what the Anunnaki is, then you might know what I'm talking about. But I was reading about the Anunnaki, and I had heard some stuff from them from another place and stuff like that, but let's get a little more deep into it and shit like that. Well, I read over this one section, and I was like, oh wow, well that's interesting, and I went on to try to continue reading the section, and it was just eating at me. So I went all the way back up to try and get back to that section that I was like excessing about, so I could look up this one word that I can't even remember how to spell at the moment, but it was talking about the underworld and the heavens and all that little shit in that whole section. And I was trying to look up, how to spell this other group's name, this other set of deities. Alright? Do some actual history, research, the oldest culture that we know about. Alright? And the whole section, whole paragraph had been removed from the internet. And you can think I'm crazy if you fucking want. Alright? But I was reading on the internet, and I read through that whole first half of that article. That was probably, if you had it on a sheet of paper, it probably would have been, like a regular good-sized news article and stuff. Through like 5 times. Because it was like the third or fourth paragraph in the page, on the page. And I read through that article like 4 or 5 times, trying to find that one section. It was gone. Okay? So what it's boiling down to, the reason I decided to talk about this is because, the internet is supposed to be the greatest tool of our time. But how can you trust the internet, okay, if they can just remove whole paragraphs from statements like that? And the reason I thought about this is because somebody liked this comment that I had made yesterday, and I went back, and I'm always editing my comments because you know how autocorrect is, and sometimes your preemptive shit takes over, and you could feel like you did all of the things. And I've sat there and read through a paragraph 4 or 5 times. Or a statement I made, and it take 4 or 5 times reading through it just to find all the mistakes, because it keeps changing shit on you. Alright? Has anybody stopped to realize that, people are not as dumb as I would like to believe, but it's like the placebo effect. Okay? If you can make people feel dumb enough times, at a certain point they'll start to believe that they actually are dumb. Alright? And if you can convince people that they're dumb, regardless of whether they're dumb or not, then you gain control of that person. So, Has anybody ever stopped to think about that? That there are things that are greater powers. It's like I was reading about deities. Deities. Alright, if you don't know what that is or what it means, go look it up. Okay, it's just go look it up. I'm not going to give you the answer on it. But I was looking at deities. And a whole fucking paragraph was just poof, out of existence. So it's just like I've been telling you. If you can control the past, you can control the future. And if you can control the future, you can control the present. It's all the same as if you can convince enough people that they're dumb, even if they don't believe it, over time they'll start to believe it. It's just like giving somebody a sugar pill. You're cured. You take a fucking 1,000 of these and you'll be fine. Yeah. The body and the mind has magical healing properties, people. Start believing in yourselves more. Start thinking for yourselves. Stop trusting things so much. Have faith in humans, but trust your intuition more. Alright? Because if you did that, you might just be a little bit happier in the world. So, cloche you out.